Hey, look what I got from China. This is my latest purchase. I look pretty cool, don't I? I keep my camera bag ready most of the time, so whenever I need it, I can just grab it and go. And yesterday the same thing, in the morning when I left home, I took it with me and I took my tripod with me with no particular plan in mind, just you never know what happens. And then in the late afternoon, when I was driving home, the light was so gorgeous. You know how it is sometimes before the sunset, when the clouds are just about right, there's something magical about the light, and those are the moments when you need to take photos, because other times of the day are more challenging, and anyways, you know that. It was rapidly becoming dark, as it is at this time of the year, and I knew that I still have a little bit time if I find the right spot. And I was going by this bridge. I often drive that way. It's not far away from where we live. And there's an exit right after this bridge. You can turn right, and then there's an abandoned highway stop. There's an old abandoned kiosk and an empty parking lot, most of the time empty parking lot. There's a kind of trash and everything around it, so it's not really a nice place. But the lake behind that highway stop, it is sometimes really nice. And I've been there before too. And I also been under this bridge before taking pictures. There's actually another video about that too, if you want to check that out. So I set up my tripod, measured the light, and took a few pictures. Now let's take a look at them. As I said, it was getting dark really fast, and then I saw this bridge, the lights on, and I thought I'm gonna take a few more pictures about the bridge as the light is diminishing and it's getting darker. And then there is a ski slope at the other side of the lake, and it had lights on too, so I took a few pictures of that. Here they are. So then after these pictures I looked at my Hasselblad and I noticed that it said 12 here. That means that there's one picture left. And it was getting really dark. It was also freezing cold, and I knew that I'm not going to put another film in there. So one more picture and then I'm gone. So I had a view in my mind. I thought I'm gonna go under this bridge and try to take a picture about the light reflections. Now it is pretty dirty under the bridge. I mean, there are empty beer bottles and there's trash and all that. It smells urine and there's graffiti. You can tell people have spent time there doing all kind of stuff. So I set up my tripod and started to compose the picture, and it took me a while to do it, and it was getting darker and darker. I composed the picture, measured the light, estimated the reciprocity error for Ilford HP5 plus film, and estimated that it's gonna be 2 minutes exposure time. I put in the remote shutter release cable, took out the dark slide, raised the mirror, and opened the shutter. 2 minutes. Now it is really dark and I'm waiting for these 2 minutes to pass. And then suddenly I smell this really strong smell of weed. Somebody smoking weed just next to me. But I can't see anybody. Now the smell is so strong. I mean, and I lived several years in San Francisco, so I know what it smells like, even though I don't use, and it is illegal in Finland. It is funny how it affects me. like I'm getting really nervous and I'm looking around, but I don't see anybody. And it is not necessarily the smell of the weed, it could be smell of the cigarettes for what I know. But it's just like there's somebody close by. I can smell that, but I can't hear anything and I can't see anybody. And I'm looking at my iPhone, 1 minute 15 seconds, like 45 seconds to go. It feels like eternity, and the smell is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Somebody is right next to me, and I'm actually thinking that my wife is gonna ask me, did I smoke a joint? But I'm not letting the cable go. I'm exposing this picture even if it was my last picture. It's funny how 2 minutes can be a long time when you are pressing the shutter release and you are smelling somebody smoking a joint right next to you, but you don't see anybody. Finally, 2 minutes is gone. I release the cable and I run. I don't advance the film. I don't take the camera off my tripod. I just run. Get into my car and drive home. So was the picture worth of all the excitement? Now you be the judge. Now who says photography is not fun?